Get in my way, tryna stop my drip. A hating ass nigga could never. Brand new 40 with a big black clip with your bitch in my whip being extra. When I'm on the scene, it's cookies and cream. These thoughts thing we go together. But I'm a king, so I need a queen. Can't be fucking you thoughts forever.
Hey. What's going on, beautiful people? Y'all rocking with y'all boy, the one and only Ricky Prince. Right here on another episode of Cookies and Coffee. For sure. Y'all gotta bear with me. My voice is a little crucial. Yeah, I was putting in some work at this plant last night. You know, short for plantation. Cause that's what the hell it felt like being up in that motherfucker. Straight up. Yeah. All the chemicals, all the dust, yelling back and forth, yeah, it got me. But off that, that's what brought me to make up this. That's what brought me to this topic today, which is entitled, Don't Chase Money, Chase Problems. Right. You heard that right. Because a lot of times we end up working at places that we don't really want to work at, that doesn't really suit our inner calling. But the main reason we doing it is so we could get money. So realistically, I don't care if you make it $10 an hour, $15 an hour, $20 an hour, whatever. At the end of the day, when you really break that shit down, you busting your ass, you being obedient, you being well disciplined, well trained, submissive to authority, making sure you on time, making sure you follow rules and guidelines for $10, $15, or $20 an hour. I know it sounds crazy when I say you basically signing up to be a slave. You know what I'm saying? You basically signing up to ignore your passion, your gifts, and your talent, which are your natural, God-given currencies. You feel me? Your current situation is based on the way your current flow when you let your current see everything for what it is. That's why it's your currency. Your infinite existence depends on it. Now, I know a lot of people gonna say, well, it's life, that's part of being an adult, you gotta work, a real man work, blah, blah, blah. All of that is true, but it's only true based on the perception that you have and your perspective that you choose to accept. Maybe you don't want to run your own business. Maybe you like all your talents and gifts to just be hobbies. Maybe you trying to live a certain way for the world. Maybe that's the only thing that's don't work for you, so you comfortable with being in that bubble when it comes to work, which is okay. You got free will, free choice, that's on you. But when you think about millionaires and billionaires and people that run this country and people that are born into wealth and people who are self-made, you realize that these people understand the language and the energy about money that those who are not in that position don't understand. We know how to go work for somebody and make some money, but we don't know how to create money out of thin air. And it's not that you don't know, you're not tapping in. You're not going within, so when you don't go within, you go without. It causes you to hate on other people, it causes you to knock other people's hustles and grinds, or it causes you to ignore people that's doing that all together. And then for some of you, some of us will shoot the idea of people being millionaires and billionaires and doing what they want to do and all that. We'll shoot it down and call money evil, call them evil, say they must be a part of Illuminati, or they must did a sacrifice. Now a lot of that shit do go on in certain industries and the cults. But overall, people have just learned the money language. It ain't no different from a trapper. It's no different from an independent rapper. It's no different from anybody that's done became an entrepreneur and a business became successful. Not only from them believing in themselves, but them understanding how money works. And this is an untold truth about it, because the world and the powers that be don't want you to understand this, because they need clients, they need customers, and they think that it's not enough to go around. But it's always more than enough to go around when it's humans who are creating things with their minds and bringing it into existence. So if you can do that on a small level, you can do that on a big level. It might take some people overnight, it might take some people 10 years, 20 years, whatever, but you got to be consistent. You have to be focused. You have to meditate on that thing. You got to put in some action. You got to believe in it. You got to promote. You got to advertise. You got to fail and try again, fail and try again. The process never stops. And even when you make it, it don't stop. You just get better and it gets easier. You feel me? That was good. So yeah. So with all that being said, we want to tell people to tap into problems because problems require solutions. Anything that you could think of, chapstick. Who the hell don't want no chapstick when their lips get dry? So you got different types of chapstick. Some people use Vaseline. Whatever that they're using, it's something that solves the problem to ashy and cracked lips. Same thing with lotion. Same thing with different types of food, drinks. Anything that you could think of is stuff that people want. It's something that people need, and it's something that people desire based on popularity, trend, new interest, good look, good taste. You feel me? So, yeah. Now, that don't mean that if you create something, it's just going to sell. No, you got to put in the footwork. You know what I'm saying? You got to put in the magic. You got to do all the stuff that matters to make your product or your service be something that's jumping. Because a lot of people start businesses all the time, and it may fail because you know how to start it, but you don't know how to enhance it and elevate it. You get what I'm saying? It's more to it. So if you're coming out with something typical, it may take you longer unless you create a unique way to put it on platforms and to promote it to people to make it, you know, receivable to people. Like, you want to make people want this shit. You know what I'm saying? But if you come up with something that no one has ever seen or heard before, it's more easier for you to become more successful because you're the only one with it. It ain't no different than being in the hood or in the city where people got the same weed for sale. But this person got the real pressure, the real gas. They gonna get all the money. And word gonna get around town, and that's where everybody gonna go. Same thing with food, same thing with convenience stores, whatever. Whoever offer the best stuff and all that good stuff, hey, they gonna be on top, but that don't mean the people that's under them can't win. You just got to continue winning and find out a way to get to that level too, because that's what you desire. If that's not what you desire, you will reside and remain where you are. But yeah. So I want people to understand that you got to go within and think about stuff that you see wrong in the world. It don't always have to be something that caters to like health or caring for people and that like that, but in a sense, it still is health to create wealth, and it is still caring about people because you care about people's needs. So why not think about stuff that you would love to do for people, or you see things that people need done and you do something about contributing to that, so that not only you can make money and a profit from people, but it's genuine, it's passion, and it's something that you want to really do. So you don't mind getting up doing it. You don't mind investing in it. You don't mind putting all your time into it because it's something that you want to do. Like, when it comes down to me ministering, motivational speaking, life coaching, or doing podcasts, rapping, any of that stuff, I love expression. I love to talk. I love to hear myself talk. So why not pick up professions where I can speak and communicate to people? Because that's what I love to do, even off the record. Anybody that really done had conversations with me and build with me, they know I like to talk. They know I like to dig deep. I like to pick brains, all that good stuff. So why not get paid for doing that? Because there is a market and a business for that. So any of you that love to talk, find out why you love to talk. You like to do music, you're a poet, you want to be a comedian, you want to be a life coach. Any of these, all of those things require communication. Tap in, because it's a market for you. And if you got to get you a team, get you a team. Because whether we have a team or not, we still can't do everything by ourselves. We still got to seek knowledge. We still got to get people to vouch, people to sponsor, people to invite, all that good stuff. You have to build relationships and network with people and believe that you can do it. Because all the people that's millionaires and billionaires, they knew this. And they did whatever it took to get to the level that they are at, and you can do it too. I'm doing it right now. It's slowly but surely. Pure talk. So, get it out your head that you're only worth $15, $20 an hour. When I first started doing Reiki healings, I loved doing that. That's something I was doing before I made it an official business. But when I think I had like 7 clients the first week when I first started. That's $35 a session. So that was $35 an hour. that came from me knowing what I'm good at, going to get the credentials to prove what I'm good at, and then being able to demonstrate that and make people feel relieved, fulfilled, and respect what I got going on because they know I'm not a fake. These hands is good. You feel me? But nah, realistically though, you have to know what you are good at, and you have to know that you desire what you deserve and you deserve what you desire. And people only support those who believe in themselves because that's what makes the people believe in you as well. So yeah, even if you got to work at a job to stack money, save money to get the money up that you need to invest in your money, then do so. Because 9 times out of 10, your friends ain't going to give you shit. And if you do got friends that'll give you some, in most cases, not all, it's not going to be nowhere near what you really need to get a business going. And if you do got friends that look out for you, you are blessed. Because everybody's not like that. Because like my homeboy Precise said, friends are not investors. But you do have friends who would love to invest in you if they have it. And if you do have friends like that, talk to them. Don't just assume that they won't help you, because you never know. People believe in you. And if people can see a bigger picture and they can see them getting something out the deal, I know it sounds crazy, but it makes sense. It's their money. If they can see something out the deal, they got you. So make sure your business plan, your thoughts, and your focus, your tunnel vision, and all that is in alignment. Because all the love and support, you will find it. Pure talk. But yeah, man, don't chase money. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's not the money that you are seeking, yo. You are seeking freedom. That's why when you get money, you feel better than you feel when you broke, because you feel like you can do what you want to do, right? You can buy what you want to get and all that good stuff, right? Because that's freedom. So the money is security. So you don't chase the money, you chase a solution to problems so you can make money individually, just like the companies that you work for. Whoever owning these companies and sitting back collecting checks and cutting checks and all that, they started it right here. They created everything that was needed to be put in place for them to run a franchise, a business, an organization, a factory, whatever. They did that, and you can do the same thing. You feel me? You can be a CEO and a boss too. You don't have to be an employee. This ain't got nothing to do with no degrees, no diplomas, no none of that. All you need is your mind, body, and soul, because the Most High and its energies are always with you. You have to tap in and do your magic. You feel me? So yeah, know that you're worth more than $15 and $20 an hour. You can be getting $100 an hour. You can be getting $5,000 a month just off of running your own business and having everything in order like it's supposed to be, because you out here healing people, giving people what they want, giving people what they need, giving people what they think about, or bringing into existence stuff that people sit around and be like, darn man, they need to make something for this or make something for that, and you'll be the one to bring it into existence. Everything that we have into existence started as an ideal in the mind of someone before it became an actual thing. So that shows you that ideals come from you, the mind. That's why I start with idea. You feel me? Your ID is the deal. It's the deal itself. You feel me? You was a walking check, man. Don't ever let nobody ever tell you differently. I don't care where you work at. Now don't get it twisted. I ain't telling nobody to go quit their job. You know what I'm saying? Because you got your money flowing in and your bills, your responsibilities and all this other stuff relies on that. You know what I mean? So be smart about it. I ain't saying go to work and just say fuck your boss, and no, don't do none of that. Just change your perspective. Start working towards a new goal now. You feel me? Because everybody should have their own business, because everybody that you support has their own business. Whether it's public and international or private and local, it don't matter. However, they don't figure the money language out, man. And like I said, you know, everybody might not want to have their own business, and they cool with working for people. And that don't mean that you're a sucker. That don't mean that you're a follower. That just means that you are cool with providing service, and like you are good. That's like being a hype man in a sense, or being a sidekick or an assistant. Some people like doing that. They don't want to put in all the hard footwork. They just want to help other people build their empires. And if you got a genuine attitude of love and gratitude for doing that for somebody in their company, then more power to you. That don't necessarily mean you're a slave. But if you know that that's not something you want to do, or something that you can see yourself doing all your life, you need to be working towards following your own dreams and having your own things. Period, point blank. The Most High wouldn't want you to have it no other way. That's why knowing thyself is the most important scripture of the Bible. Because all the people who were greats were back in the day of modern time, they knew not only the money language, because money ain't always exist, but they understood the language of freedom. They understood the language of strength and rich soul versus low vibrations and being poor. You feel me? It don't matter what your race is. The opportunity is out there for everybody. So tap in. Do not chase money. Chase problems to build solutions, because that's what's going to give you your financial freedom. I promise you. But I appreciate y'all for listening, man. Today was a great segment. You know, OG passed this down to me, so I'm passing it down to y'all. And it's very beneficial and useful. So don't sleep on it. And y'all have a good one. And I'll be back with y'all in a couple of days for another episode of the one and only Cookies and Coffee. Chill.